So, as you all know, the purpose of this channel is to document my journey through the Spanish language. Document me exploring new cultures through the Spanish language, but it's also ideally what I want this channel to be and why I started this channel is to be something that I wish I had when I first started learning Spanish. Just somebody that's kind of ahead of me in the process, or somebody that I can look at to kind of shortcut some of the things that I had to learn on my own. And so in this video, I want to help you all with that. With that process is with the process of learning Spanish as well. And the way that I want to help you is by sharing a resource that I found. Now, most of you know that I'm a huge fan of italki. I love italki. It's one of the resources that helped me get my Spanish to where it is now. And I still use italki regularly, about once or twice a week with my the Spanish tutors that I've had for a while. But in this video, I want to share a new resource that I found that I think competes with italki in being one of the best resources for speaking Spanish. Now, again, I can't say it's the best to teach you Spanish per se, but in terms of practicing speaking, I think from my experience with only using this app for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I think this is the best resource if you're looking for exchange partners, people that you want to practice speaking your Spanish with native speakers. So the name of the app that I found is the app is called Tandem. Tandem, Tandem. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. And what this app is it's basically a meeting place for native Spanish speakers and native English speakers. And it may be for other languages, I just don't know. I only use it for obviously Spanish and English. But it basically is a platform where you can meet native Spanish speakers and they can meet native English speakers, and you all can help each other. Now, your question may be, well, how is that different than Hello Talk and some of the other language exchange platforms? I don't know if there's any like proprietary or in the user experience if there's much of a difference, but for some reason for me, when I got on Tandem, I got a different vibe that I get from Hello Talk and some of the other resources. What's this called again? Tandem, sorry. Tandem seems a little bit more, for lack of a better word, professional. It seems like the language learners there are a little bit more serious. Their English levels are a little higher. What I've noticed on some of the other websites, and this is going to happen, right? It turns into, any app where you've got people meeting, it could turn into this. But a lot of the other apps, unfortunately, turn into dating apps where, you get on there, you get a message like, hey, hola, ¿cómo estás? And then you say, I'm good, I'm fine, estoy bien, and then they start asking you, well, if you ask them, how long have you been learning English? Pues yo hablo inglés un poquito, no? And basically they're saying they're not here to really learn a language, they're here for other things. And again, if you're on that app for that, good, go ahead. But for me, I'm not really getting on these apps looking for that. That's not the main purpose of that, And so for some reason, I get a different vibe from Tandem. So I'm gonna walk you through what I did and what I experienced with Tandem, how my exchanges have been using Tandem, and then from there you can make your own judgment on whether or not you want to go forward with downloading it and using it. So I'm not going to walk you all through exactly how to download the app and access it. You all, when you get on it, if you decide to actually download it, you'll see the user experience and you'll see how to log in. But I do want to give you a heads up and just explain the first thing that I noticed. The first thing that I noticed is that as soon as you get on the app, and what it does is the app places you in, like if you're online or if you recently downloaded the app, the algorithm on the app will place you in front of a lot of native Spanish speakers so that they see, hey, this person's available to practice with. And so long story short, as soon as I downloaded the app, I got tons of messages. I want to say 10 messages from people saying, hey, I'm learning English. I've been learning English for this long. My goal is to visit the United States or visit Ireland or visit the UK. And so if you can help me with English, I can help you with Spanish, blah, 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 blah. So the first thing I noticed is that it's not difficult to meet people there. Like, you're not gonna have to put in all of the effort to try to meet new people. You're gonna be receiving messages because for some reason in their algorithm, they place new people first or people that are online first. So there's a plethora of people that you can meet and that you can practice with. So that's one benefit that I see with this platform, and that's why I think it's a great platform, because it's pretty easy to meet new people and start having conversations with people so that you can practice. So that's the first thing I noticed. Like I said, another thing that I noticed is that the language learners there are a little bit more serious, it seems to me, than other apps. And to give you all a heads up, it got so bad in a positive sense. I don't know if this makes sense, but it got so bad for me that last Saturday and Sunday, from like 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night, I had nothing but Spanish English conversations back to back to back with people that I met off of there. Now, what I had to do was basically tell some people like, hey, I have too many language exchange partners. But think about how great of a problem that is, right? You know, a lot of times I've even made a video about this, how it's difficult sometimes, depending on what country you live in, to practice Spanish in person, besides the fact of paying for lessons and stuff like that, paying for conversations. Well, this app provides you with the opportunity to practice probably more than you would be able to practice. Just, even depending on the context, depending on where you are, this provides you with the opportunity to practice more than you could possibly in even a Spanish speaking country, because you're having, essentially on Saturday, I had 6 hour-long conversations in Spanish. So 6 hours of full, deep, in-depth conversations, in Spanish, simply from this app. Whereas, let's say I was in Mexico, I don't know if, I would have 6 full hours a day to practice and speak with people. So sorry about that. So, it's just a great option, a great option. Okay, so with every good thing, there's obviously some bad things that come along with it. And so I do want to admit that one of the downsides that I see with Tandem, although again at this point I think I can argue that this is one of the best apps to practice speaking Spanish. Again, not to learn from scratch, but to practice. But one of the downsides that I can see here is that you have to spend your time, an hour a week, depending on how many people you're speaking with, possibly more than that. You have to spend your time helping another person with English. Now, I know that seems like I have other exchange partners, I think 2 or 3. I have 3 others. And with them, it's great. We built a relationship over time. So, we're somewhat even friends, so I'm invested in helping them with English. But starting off with, let's say, 5 new people that you have to help with English, especially if their English level, and I'm gonna bring that point up next, especially if their English level is not at least conversational, at least intermediate, can be very draining. It can feel like another job depending on how severe, how much you need to help them. It can seem like you're basically teaching them English from scratch. So that is one downside that I see. The time commitment on the other end, you're not just only benefiting yourself in that you get to practice Spanish, you must help someone else. But again, so that's the first point that I see as a downside. And then the other downside, like I said, is that some people there, although they say they have a decent English level, their English level is not at a level where they're conversational. Basic things that I feel like it helps if you have somebody that's at an intermediate level and you're kind of guiding them in the language. But teaching somebody basic grammatical structures and all that, I'm not equipped to do that. I'm not qualified to do that. And so when I did have conversations with people that were at that level, it was pretty difficult. It did drain a lot of energy out of me. And so that's one downside that I see to that. But with this, my point in this is that let's hypothetically say you can find somebody there, one person, two people, that you really connect with. They have a decent English level, or they have an English level that you feel comfortable helping them with, and vice versa. They feel comfortable helping you with Spanish, and you all set it up to where you speak 2 times per week. So you're speaking with 2 people for 2 times per week. That's 4 hours of speaking practice every other week. You know what I mean? And so for those so for those of you that are like, you know what, I don't really feel comfortable paying all this, and italki is not super expensive, but if you don't feel like paying for italki, or you prefer to do language exchanges, or you just feel like, you know what, I want variety in the people that I'm talking to. I don't want to be talking to the same tutor every time, or you know what I mean? There's options here, okay? And so I just wanted to share this resource with you. Like I said, the name of the app is Tandem. You can easily download it. Of course, I'm not getting paid for this at all. I'm just sharing good information or sharing things that have helped me. And so yeah. If you all decide to use Tandem and you feel like it was beneficial, or you see some downsides to it, let me know in the comments. I actually have deleted the app because, like I said, I'm at a point now where I met 3 new people there. I really met like 8 new people there, but I'm only going to be able to continue talking to 3 through Skype calls, where I help them with English, they help me with Spanish. But like I said, I have an overflow of people that even today, anytime I re-download the app, although I deleted it, sometimes I re-download it, if I re-download it, I'll have messages saying, hey, I've been learning Spanish. Like a dude from Chile messaged me yesterday, another dude from Mexico, a girl from Venezuela, a dude from Puerto Rico. So you're not going to have you're going to have plenty of people to speak with. That's my point. So again, let me know how it goes for you all. If you decide to download Tandem, let me know what you think. I know the first month is free, and I think, yeah, the first month is free, and then after that, there's a $9 payment. I just did the free month, met people, and then I'm going to delete the app. So hopefully this helps. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns for me, let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully this helps again. And I appreciate you all watching this video.